Hello guys, a DB Grinder here, back at it with another video. This time it's going to be AK with 1434 rating versus Jung Playground. I think that's what that stands for, with 1003. He's actually playing Galaxy Cyclone in his main deck, which is really cool. I thought about doing this at the beginning of the format, just because it pops a set, and later on you can hit Babel with it, or like multi-roll. But he's gonna end up Gal, Nightmare, Sun Wand, bring out Nightmare, Gal, put back Wand, standard stuff. Really good opening too, since he opened up Crescendo. Ding to attach. Like, and he has Skelly and Greaves, so he's gonna be able to end phase, summon back the Gal. Yep, end phase, bring it back. Now it makes the Crescendo live. Gal, put back Skelly to set the return. This hand's really good, lots of spells and engage. It's Galaxy, bait Crescendo, into the void. Draw return, that's insane. Cause now you can allure. I'm guessing he's gonna banish Harp just cause Mathematician is gonna get him the Harp anyways. And now he should have 3 spells. And he has 2 engage. Like, a very, very strong hand. Draws Harp. Allure. Banish. Mind Control 2. Is this like a going second build? Draw Shark Cannon. Babel. Mind Control. Target IP. Chain IP. So now, I doubt that he's gonna chain Heart, bring out Skelly. Just cause like the Unicorn here isn't very good. Bomber is insane, even though like, you know, your opponent has a Widow Anchor, so they can play around it. Widow, target, chain Hornet. Yeah, he's gonna chain Shark Cannon too. He could bring out a Greffer to get rid of Harp to send something. Like, the board isn't very, like, this isn't a scary board. You could bring out Ding, use the Send effect. And now, like, he can't get that out of grave because he didn't Nightmare before. I personally like the Nightmare, like, prior to this. Just so that way, like, you guaranteed have Skelly. And then Chain Drones. Huge Chain Link. 3 of them. All good spells. Effect Ascend, Chain Harp, Chain Nightmare on token. Send Gizmek, summon out Nightmare. Yeah, you send Nightmare there. Just cause, like, you don't want to get rid of Babel if, like, it's not actually doing anything. Just cause next turn they can discard something to add it right back. It can actually help them. Kagari to add back Widow. Kind of surprised that he didn't add back Shark. I feel like you always want Shark. And then he's going to drop Phantasme, and that's going to let him draw 3, put back 2. So it's going to get him the Crow. So now he has Crow and Foolish, and add back Widow. He could have been doing that so at one point when he goes for like the Boral Sword game, he'd have a way to like get rid of Gizmek. It really depends on what's going through his mind. Like, he could be thinking that he wants to go for game, but he needs to be able to do it through like a Crow or a Skullmeister. That's what I always think. Like if I can do it through like a DD Crow or Skullmeister, like it's worth going for. But if it loses to Crow or Skullmeister, it's not worth going for, just because it can be stopped by so many things. Bring out Skelly off of Harp. Nightmare, target sword. Send Wand, so that's a 3800 sword. Wand, bring out Harp. So he's probably gonna make Gal here. He can't do Ding because he's already done Ding. Switch Skelly to defense. I wonder where he's gonna go from here. Like he makes Gal. Gal put back Wand. Set return. Sword attack over. And then attack direct. 5,000 attack. And then 18. Sword's such a strong card. Skelly to bring back Harp. That's probably just gonna get crowed though. I'm actually surprised that he didn't go for like Crescendo. He might not play it because like it's a go in second build. But Crescendo here seems like it would have been better than Return since he's already used Return. Link in the Long just to make the Widow Anchor live. Put back the Harp and Skelly. So now he has Nightmare and Gizmek to play with. And then the Harp has to get discarded because Into the Void. Summon out the Gizmek. I'll see what the banished were. So he did banish like Wand and like Widow, which doesn't really matter, but Wand's the only one that really matters out of that. But like the deck can still play without Wand. He's just not gonna have as good of a grind game as Pascal. See, this is where I think like the Shark Cannon would have still been better than the Widow Anchor. Just cause like you'd be able to Shark Cannon out the Ding as an interruption at any point. Versus like the Widow Anchor that's getting baited just by Gizmek. Like it doesn't have to get used here, but it is baiting. Harp, change Skullmeister so that way this one would be linked and just be able to save itself. Put back Harp and Nightmare. Skullmeister, very nice draw there. Crescendo to add back the banished Harp. Return, get rid of Harp. Draw Lure and Engage. So he can get like Shark Cannon with it. If he gets drones with it throughout this turn, he can't use it because it's a warrior and he used Crescendo. Link and the Gal. Those are some nice draws though. Like drawing Engage is always good, obviously. Sun Widow. I'm surprised that he didn't chain it and take, since like his opponent knows where the Babel and Return is, so he's obviously just gonna send the Widow. Some Foolish, Engage at Shark, draw Return. Does he play 3 Return? No, we've only seen 2 of them. I think 2 Return's correct. For a while I was on 3 Return, but Like the mirror match is just so goofy. Gal, Shuffleback, Skelly. So he only plays 2 returns instead of Nightmare, Sand, Skelly. 18, 29. Link them away for Long. Long put back Harp and Nightmare. And now his Shark Cannon's live. And Pascal will miss defeat. Can't play through the Shark Cannon. So, he's playing Reborn in his build. Alright, we'll find out. So, he chooses to go first. But he has like a lot of going second cards. Like he has System down, but he chooses to go second. Get rid of that. Draw Engage, and another System down. Engage. You don't ash that, I don't feel like. Or no, you do. I'm dumb. I didn't realize that Allure banished Harp. If I did, I'd be like, yes, you definitely ash that, because they can get the Orcust without you being able to stop them. But if he didn't have Harp banished off Allure, then just being able to ash like Armageddon Knight or something like that would stop the Orcust, and that's what you want to stop. Since like the striker cards are like scary, but the Orcust is the deck. So now he has like 2 System down going first, which sucks. Bring out Nightmare, but he can set 1 as like a bluff. Ding attach. Making IP assuming. I wonder if he's gonna end phase summon out Gal. Like if he really wants to, he could reborn out, get him, and then send. I doubt he's gonna do that. End phase, Nightmare, send Skelly. And then Skelly, bring out Gal. Surprised that he didn't summon that here. Upstart. Foolish. So this hand can like get a lot better. He does have like the combo with like Wand and another Orcust and Allure in return. Rhoda. Add Greffer. Get rid of Skelly, draw 2. Battle phase. Widow target Gal. Chain Gal, put back Skelly. Alright, so he does play Crescendo. So last game I'm surprised that he didn't grab Crescendo over return. And then Gal kill. Skelly on Ding. And then wonder if he's gonna send or attach. Yeah, he's gonna send the Gal. I feel like this wasn't played out super well. Just cause like he still has the like IP and the Unicorn Interruption. Like he has Harp too, so like he can make Bomber if he really wants. Or he can make anything in his extra deck here. You know, he does have access to a lot of Orcust. He has Wand, Skelly, Harp, and if this gets stopped, he can just Foolish Harp. Summon out Nightmare. IP. Make 0 Boros. Effect, Gizmek, and then he's gonna Gizmek effect. Wand. Bring out Harp. Foolish to send Harp on this. Yeah, Harp. Harp. Bring out Nightmare. And then, like, he's obviously just gonna lose out to System Down. Like, hard. Because he's gonna have to, like, set up to where, with Babel, to where he can send Zero Boros. Or Crescendo to just negate it. And he has to think, like, will he have enough Orcust after he sends with Ding to keep playing? Or is he gonna have to set up Crescendo, since Crescendo lets you get to more Orcust afterwards? So he's just gonna go for Babel. Gizmek summon out. So he only banished one Nightmare, which isn't bad at all, especially because he can long put back his resources. Bring out Gal, summon Ding, attach the Skelly, link 4. He could make Bomber here. I feel like if he's making anything, that's what he'd make. Okay, but he brings out Zero Boros and then passes. Standby, bring out Zero. System down. Chain Skelly on long. So that way it triggers 0. And now he has like no Orcust. All he has is Zero Boros coming back. His opponent went through Crescendo and Babel. So, and he went through IP. So he's gonna have to set up like Bomber with Gizmek. Or something to stop this, because this will just attack for game. It has like 36 banished. Or it'll have something like that banished. It'll be like 10,000 attack pretty much. Reborn to bring out Gal. Put back Nightmare. Set return. Make Ding. Effect to attach. He could just pass on this. Engage. Oh, did he hasn't gone, or he did go through Widow, but he could Kagari to add Widow back. Oh no, because this will be in the main monster zone. Like, I wonder what he's saying about, because it has to come back. Probably just wondering on like what zone. Tag Ding. There's really no point in doing that. He passes, engage off the top, add Widow. Draw Lancia. Skelly on Ding, chain Widow to take. I think the normal summon Dark Gruffer should just be enough. I'll do the math. Yeah, it's definitely enough because this is 52, 3082, 17. So we're gonna be going to a game 3 real quick. System downs OP. So besides Judgment, this hand's nutty. This hand's also nutty. Like, it doesn't have Orcust, but it's got Striker. It's very close to being a nutty hand. Evenly, too. Hornet, Token, Kagari, add back Engage. Engage, add Widow. Activate Babel, normal summon. Should have Lancea before the link, right? Okay, so he's just not gonna Lancea this turn. I don't know about you, but I would have Lancea'd. That would have made his Kagari just turn into Shiz and end phase Ab. So now he's gonna get like Crescendo, Ding to attach, Harp, and then set Widow and Judgment, end phase, pass. Draws Lancea. I really feel like Lancea last turn would have been the right play. Evenly, that's gonna get Judgment. I've seen people side in Judgment, like in their deck, and they also have they also side in like Mystic Mind stuff. So that way in the mirror match you have like Lancea, Skullmeisters, Crows, stuff like that. Then they just lock you under Mystic Mind and burn you to death. Nightmare, Sunskelly, Skelly bring out Gal, Harp, and he's gonna chain Galatea, so he just puts this back and summons it right out, and then return. Lancea, like there's just no way he lives, right? And if he does live, like he still is up against Crescendo. Return, get rid of that. Draw called by, and it looks like now he has Ash, Lancea called by. So there's just no way his opponent comes back from this. Attach with Ding. Like 46. Main 2, link all. Whoa. Link all 3 in the long. It can't die by card effects because of IP. Harp is a good draw. Return. That gets ashed, and then he's not gonna use Lancea because then he could. I don't even know what he could lose to then. I think you should use Lancea then, or called by at least. But weird plays by JPG by not using Lancea prior, like on the Harp summon. But that's it for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe.